Hello students, this is your geography video for Europe. We're going to be doing 2 pages together learning a few things about Europe. It is a beautiful continent. It has 50 countries in it. This is a picture of Paris. You can see why people all over the world travel to Europe because there is so much to see there. Like I said, 50 countries. And over 740 million people live in Europe. So I'm going to move my camera here so you can see the world map. And we can find it is right here. Now, Europe is very special to me because when I was your age, my brother and I were put on a ship by our parents because they had to get us out of where we were born in Cuba, a little island by Florida in North America, which is where we live in North America. It took about 2 weeks on a ship across the Atlantic Ocean all the way to Spain, and because that is where we're from. And so it's kind of special to me when I think about Europe because that is where my family lives. And Spain is part of Europe, okay? Now, also we see that Europe is right above Africa, all right? So it's north of Africa because north is up. And so Europe would be positioned, okay, right above, it's positioned right above Africa, north of Africa. The oceans that are around it are the Atlantic Ocean. And, of course, we got the Arctic up there on the top. Okay, so let's go to our pages because that's what this video is for, is our pages. We're going to get done. We're going to do page 14 right here. And then, of course, the map 15. So boys and girls, if you don't have these pages, go ahead and stop the video. Go get the pages so that you can do the work. I'm going to move the camera over. You may not see me as much. But you will obviously hear me, and we're going to go through these, all right? So let me give you the facts here. We've got for A, B, C, and D. The first fact is France, Greece, and Norway there are 3 countries in Europe. And if you remember, I mentioned that there are 50 countries in Europe. So these are 3 of those 50 countries. And these are countries that are visited by people a lot in Europe, along with all the other countries. Now, B, letter B, the Atlantic and Arctic Ocean borders Europe. I already mentioned that to you. Here's the Arctic and the Atlantic Ocean. Europe has frozen plains in the north and mountains called the Alps in the south. So north is up, south is down. Just to refresh your memory on that. Our map key here shows some mountains. Okay, so it's got little squiggly little designs there that represent the mountains. So we have the Alps here, which that's going to be one of the questions we're going to do. And then also we have mountains over here represented by what the map key shows us. All right, so let's just get going to it right now. We're going to go to question number 1. And that is, find Italy. It is shaped like a boot with a tall heel. And you're going to color it green. Now, I don't know if I mentioned, so let me do this. You will need these colors and markers, yellow, red, orange, and green to do this. Again, if you need to go find the markers, you can stop the video, turn it back on when you come back. But right now, we need green because we're going to find Italy. Now, what has a boot? Try and see if you can find which country, I'll tell you, it's right around here, that looks like a boot with a heel on it. All right, let me show you a picture of it on my globe. Oops, because it's so cool looking on my globe, okay? There it is. See right there? Look at that. Looks just like a boot. That is Italy right there. So you're going to be coloring that green right here. Going to color that green. Okay, we're going to keep going here. Number 2, if you don't finish, again, you can stop the video or you can come back and finish later because you'll know now because as we're going through, you're going to know what to do. Use red to trace the border between Europe and Asia. So if we look really carefully over here, we've got Asia right by the compass rose there, and this is Europe. This is the border. So you're going to take your red marker and you're going to trace all the way down. So that is what separates Europe from Asia, the border. Okay, let's go to number 3. You're going to need the yellow marker for this. The island farthest to the west is Iceland. Color it yellow. Well, we're going to need our compass rose to help us with this because we need the island that's the farthest to the west. West is to our left. It is going this way. You look at the compass rose, it's pointing this way. And sure enough, there is Iceland. You're going to color that yellow. On my map here, it's orange, but just to show you where it is, above Europe. All right, just a little bit above it. Okay, then we're going to go to number 4. The longer island south of Iceland is Great Britain. Color it orange. So we have right here, we're looking at south of Iceland. So here's Iceland, we just colored it. Now south is down. So the longer island, of course we know it's an island because it's surrounded by water. So it would be right here. This is Great Britain. And that's also part of Europe. So you want to color that in orange. Okay, now we're going to go to our last one here. Find the mountains just north of Italy, write Alps to label them, okay? So I already wrote that here. Here's the mountains according to our map key. It gave us a clue as to where the mountains are because here's pictures of mountains and we want to go north, which is up from Italy, our boot, Italy, and then we want to write Alps right there. Okay, so boys and girls, that kind of gave you some interesting things about Italy. I'm going to leave you with a couple more because there are so many interesting facts about Italy. And here's a great picture of homes in Italy. They're very different than the homes we live in. They have different floors that people live on. And here's another picture of Europe. Okay. Now I want to leave you with just a couple facts and then we're done. So, in Europe, there is the smallest country. It's called Vatican, the smallest country in the world. Okay. There's also one of the biggest lakes. It has the world's largest freshwater lake. That's in Europe as well. Europe also has the smallest town. There are 21 people that live there. And it also has the biggest island. So those are kind of cool little facts, and I encourage you, find your own facts about Europe and learn more about it. All right? Okay, we got those pages done, and I hope you learned something today. Until next time, bye-bye.